guys, this is Ryan here. So you're about to watch Wilhelm's Take, Episode 1, and I'm super excited to finally get it out to you guys. I know it's been a long time coming, you know. The only downside is I was so eager to film everything and get it out that when my wife and I were editing it, we realized we had it recorded flipped. So the video is going to be kind of frustrating to watch maybe, but moving forward we're gonna have it the right way, we promise. So thank you for bearing with us, and enjoy Wilhelm's Take Episode 1. Thank you so much for your support. Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name's Ryan Wilhelm, and this is Wilhelm's Take. This is the inaugural episode. I've wanted to do this for the better part of about 5 years now, and I figured what better time than now to finally get it up and running, you know? So here we are, Episode 1. Thank you so much for joining me. So Wilhelm's Take is all about toys. I'm going to be talking about toys. I'm going to be giving some news, reviews, updates, conversations with other collectors, and basically just spreading knowledge, man. I've been collecting toys since I was 5, and I'm 35 now, so about 30 years of knowledge in this field, and yeah, really excited to get this going. So thanks for joining me on this crazy ride. Stay tuned. So it kind of bugs me when people say that they collect a little bit of everything, but I actually do kind of collect a little bit of everything. Like I said, I've been collecting for about 30 years now, and not on again, off again or anything, just straight, you know, since I was 5 to just this morning, I got new toys. I've always been adding and taking stuff away to the collection, so I kind of have a new policy where if I bring something in, I gotta take something out. So I don't know if a lot of other collectors abide by that, but I find that it helps me kind of keep things on balance and keeps my interest peaked for sure. So something I'm really passionate about is He-Man and Masters of the Universe. So I kind of want to talk a little bit about that right now because it's really interesting to see where the line and property is going. So a little while ago, Super 7 got the license from Mattel, and they made their own versions of the figures. They had some classics and some Filmation, and then they announced they were going to take things back to the OG, if you will, and make 5.5 Filmation-based figures. So here we have their version of He-Man, and it is supposed to emulate the Filmation cartoon. But the packaging, as you can tell, is the exact same style as the vintage from 1982, which is really awesome. So here's He-Man, and here's the Skeletor. And I'm sure you guys have already seen these before. They've been out for a little while now, and people have reviewed them and everything, but like I said, this is just a personal passion of mine, so just wanted to share this with you guys. So here's the Super 7 stuff, right? And they made, I believe, 4 waves of these figures, which are really great. And instead of doing a mini comic, they gave you these kind of hard cards that would have really cool animation pictures up front, and then a little read-up from toy to tune on the back that would explain to you how the character came to be from the figure, which is what it started on, to the Filmation cartoon. So here's an example of Orko, and we got Merman here, personal favorite. And I just love these read-ups. It's really interesting to see how they went from a toy that didn't have a comic or anything really up front, and then they went into the comic, and then they went into the Filmation cartoon. And here's Beastman and Man-at-Arms. And one day I'll probably do, pretty soon, like a collection video, kind of show you guys all of these out of the package and stuff, but they have the old school retro twist punch action, and they're just a lot of fun, really cool collectibles. So Super 7 just recently lost the license back to the originator Mattel, and Mattel is about to debut He-Man Origins line, which is what's got me so excited and wanting to really share this kind of stuff with you. So they came out with a line called Masters of the WWE Universe, and I'm a huge wrestling mark, so I figured why not jump into this line head first. I mean, I'm a huge He-Man fan, a huge WWE, AEW, everything wrestling fan, New Japan, all of it. I love wrestling, always have. So yeah, this is a newer line from Mattel, but it shares the same buck style as the new He-Man Origins line. So here we have Rey Mysterio, but kind of decked out in Stratos gear from Masters of the Universe, which is really cool. I wish they came with championship belts. This is kind of my own little flair, if you will, to the collection, but yeah, they're really cool. Superposable, tons of articulation, which is great because they show a little bit of difference from the Super 7 stuff that was more based on the OG figures. These have an updated articulation for playing collectibles alike, you know? So they're just really, really cool pieces. So like I said, yeah, you've got Rey Mysterio as Stratos. And you've got the Macho Man. Oh yeah, Randy Savage, man. He's kind of emulating a Man-at-Arms and a Battle Armor He-Man here. There's actually cool pieces you can switch out to give his glasses battle damage, which I think is really cool. And again, I added the Intercontinental title here because he's the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time. Oh yeah! But yeah, these are awesome figures. And they went back to the old school comic. So each figure comes with a little mini comic. It's only one page, but it's still really cool. This one particular is for Roman Reigns. He's got a Fisto-like punch action, and he comes with a shield because he was a member of the Shield, which I think is really cool. And on the back is a cross-cell. You can kind of see that of the other figures in that particular wave. So yeah, they took what Super 7 was doing and harkened it back to the old school Mattel stuff, which I think is really awesome. And Mattel now has got their eyes and everything focused on He-Man and the Masters of the Universe Origins. So here we have the new He-Man, which again is on the same type of body that those wrestling figures are on. And what's really cool about these is they're all Glyos compatible, meaning you can take out the arms, remove the head, remove the boots, and the torsos pop. And you can kind of customize your own figures, which are really fun. They also come with full mini comics, just like the old school figures did back in the 80s. So here you've got a couple different really interesting panels telling you a whole new story of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. And the cross-cell, which, if you can kind of see, the light's a little bit bright on that, I do apologize. Still kind of working this out. First episode, so I'm sure I'll get it, but yeah, check this out. It's really cool. I can't wait for the rest of these to come out. So randomly one day Walmart just started popping these up. They're not supposed to technically be out until the fall, but they are currently Walmart exclusives, I believe until January of 2021, at which point they'll be available at other mass retailers. So if you're interested in these awesome figures like Skeletor, which is a really cool one, or He-Man, definitely check out Walmart right now. I don't believe they're in stores just yet, but on their website, walmart.com, and if you happen to have their app as well, that's how you'll be able to track these down. But yeah, I highly recommend these. They're super cool, super fun figures that in some way harken back to the old vintage stuff, but also kind of have their new identity. And they're super cool. Ooh, recent pickups. Ooh, recent pickups. Ooh, recent pickups. Ooh, recent pickups. Know what I'm talking about? So welcome back. I'm calling this segment Recent Pickups. And on this, I want to just kind of go through some new stuff that I've recently picked up, hence recent pickups. So I'm not really a big pop collector, but a few friends have actually kind of told me that they made some Masters of the Universe pops, and they're actually pretty cool. So one of my buddies, Moses, gave me this Triclops for Father's Day. And I wanted to know, does he have the rotating visor? And he does. It's a little bit hard to twist, but check that out. That is so awesome. And he can do it again. Oh, what? That's so cool. So yeah, pops aren't really my thing, but when it comes to Masters of the Universe and He-Man, I'm about these. Then I found out they make giant pops. Holy moly, look at how big this is. It's a Skeletor. I really, really hope they do a big He-Man. And that's my take on that. So next, as I mentioned in the previous segment, big fan of He-Man. So yeah, the Origins stuff is something I really look forward to collecting. I'm a big fan of what Hasbro is doing right now with all of their old Kenner property. They're doing a lot of retro card stuff. So I'm a huge fan of Star Wars. Empire Strikes Back is my favorite Star Wars film. And here we have the Boba Fett from the old school vintage line. But now it's labeled the Retro Collection. So pretty cool stuff if you ask me. I've got almost all of these so far that they've released. And I look forward to seeing the Return of the Jedi stuff when that comes out. And my friend and yours, Pixel Dan, just released a really cool video about the real Ghostbusters stuff. If you've had these on pre-order for as long as we all have, I feel like forever, man. I mean, Toy Fair, they announced these this year in February. I put the pre-order in, and I literally just got them last week after waiting 3 months. And I understand the time is kind of crazy right now, but waiting 3 months, finding them in stores numerous times, waiting, finally get them. Almost all of the cards are semi-damaged, but they're still so cool. I just throw them up on my wall. But yeah, I can't highly recommend these enough, guys. If you didn't even grow up in the 80s and you've never seen these before, this is the real Ghostbusters line from Kenner. And they are, for my money, the coolest Ghostbuster figures that have ever come out. So you get all 4 Ghostbusters. You've got Peter Venkman, Ray Stantz, Egon, and my favorite, Winston. Along the Green Ghost is what they called him, but his name's Slimer, we all know it. And the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. I really love this line, and I hope they make an Ecto-1 for it. That would be awesome. And then on top of that, guys, I'm a huge advocate for Super 7 and all the cool stuff they do and release. I absolutely love their stuff, from reaction figures to just all kinds of other cool stuff that they do. But my favorite thing that they're involved with right now are the Ultimates. So taking back to the He-Man and the Masters of the Universe Classics, they now have an Ultimates line. And one of my favorite pieces so far they've done is this Voltron. If you know me at all, you know I am obsessed with Japanese die-cast metal robots, and Voltron is by far my favorite. So here we have Voltron, Defender of the Universe, Ultimates Edition from Super 7. And check out this figure. This is incredible. I haven't opened it just yet. I've seen a couple other really awesome reviews, but just aesthetics alone on this thing hit the money. I mean, this harkens back to the '84 cartoon that I grew up with, and I absolutely adore this. The box art is so cool. It's the Castle of Lions, and it comes in a collector-friendly window packaging, so if you choose to open it, you can put it back in if you want. Put it back in this, put it in your closet, and away you go, right? So this is an awesome piece. I highly recommend it. Super 7 stuff is made to order, so getting it from them might be a little bit more difficult now, but places like Big Bad Toy Store, I'm not sure if someone, they might have it. I'm not entirely sure. I'll always check Evil Bay, but my favorite next to that, though, is the Toxic Crusader. This one sold out really fast. Here we have Toxie with all of his old school Playmates accessories, feels and vibes. I love this packaging. It's so awesome. But guys, it doesn't stop with this. So they've done a cool reaction line as well, but Entertainment Earth actually had a limited glow-in-the-dark edition version of Toxie. And I snoozed on it, sold out super fast, and I didn't think I was going to get it super fast. Super 7, see what I did there. But yeah, I reached out to my good friend Randy at Nerd Out. If you've not checked out his store, I highly recommend it. Please do. He's also on YouTube, Nerd Out. He and his buddy Brian have a great program. Highly recommend it. They're really cool guys. But he helped me track down the glow-in-the-dark version of Toxie. So this figure glows. It's basically the exact same figure as the original, but glow-in-the-dark. And I'm a sucker for glow-in-the-dark stuff. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because my generation, when we grew up, they had a lot of really cool toys that glow in the dark. So I highly recommend this one. It's going to be a little bit more difficult to find, probably costs a little bit more as well, but still comes in that really awesome ultimate collecting packaging. And yeah, these are my recent pickups that I'm super stoked about. Remember when MTV used to play music videos? Do they still make music videos? That's weird, right? Well, this is a cool pop. I will stop you, Skeletor. Not a chance, He-Man. You don't even have any friends. I will stop you and you will see, because I have the power. Oh, you think so, do you? Whoa. You still there? You still watching? The first episode, Wilhelm's Take. Guys, I'm truly so incredibly excited to be doing this. You have no idea how much this means to me. So again, I just want to give a little backstory. So I worked at Dallas Vintage Toys for a while here in the local area, if you're not familiar. And we did a lot of cool videos and a lot of cool stuff there. And then my time kind of came up and I started working at Jaden's Toys with my good friend Jaden Frost. And now we're doing a bunch of cool new stuff. And it's just got me rejuvenated, and I'm so excited to be in toys still, doing what I love, talking with you all about toys all the time. And I just want to say how grateful I am to have so many awesome friends and family members that support this and want to see me do well, and I want to see them do well and build awesome collections, and that's kind of what it's all about for me personally. So on this part of the show, I just want to talk about, what are you looking forward to? What's not out yet that you're expecting soon? What pre-orders do you have? What things are you hoping are announced at Comic-Con? I mean, that's right around the corner, guys. I heard as early as next Tuesday, things are going to start being announced. So for me personally, Super 7 Ultimates. I cannot wait to get my hands on the first wave of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, of Thundercats. They're doing Ren and Stimpy Ultimates, which are going to be so awesome. I'm a huge Ren and Stimpy fan, so it'll be cool to add those to the shelf. G.I. Joe Classified. They're out. I'm still waiting on my order from Dorks R Toys, but I can't wait for those to come in. The Pimp Daddy Destro is kind of cool. I like really weird niche figures like that, so for Wave 2, Cobra Commander's coming out finally. I hope they do some cool vehicles, and just really, really build out that line and give us an immense just battle scene. Could you imagine if they did a flag one day? Whoa, that would be pretty sweet. Speaking of flag, at Jaden's Cool Toys in Frisco, where I work, we have a flag. It's not for sale right now, but if you want to just come check it out and see how many awesome vehicles you can put on it, it's pretty cool. Speaking of huge things, guys, I can't wait for the Super 7 Snake Mountain to show up. Okay, so I pre-ordered that and paid in full. I don't know how, but I did. Last May. And here we are. I mean, my daughter wasn't even born then when I did it. And now she's almost 14 months, which is crazy. But yeah, so I've been hearing late July, early August, it might start showing up, which would be so cool. You better believe we are going to do a video and talk about that. So yeah, on top of everything else, that might be the cherry on top for me. Snake, that's a huge cherry, right? But I can't wait for that Snake Mountain. I want to get some more figures to put on it. I want to put some He-Man Origins on it, some Super 7 stuff on it, just all kinds of random fun stuff, right? Because that's what you're supposed to do with play sets. I mean, just deck it out and play, It's going to be awesome. I cannot wait for that to come in. So let me know what you're really looking forward to. What kind of pre-orders do you have? Where are you throwing your monies and stuff, I'm interested. Truly, I'm interested to see what you guys are looking forward to in the toy community. Do you prefer collecting vintage, modern, or both? For me, personally, it's hard not to collect both because I'm a child of the 80s. I absolutely love 80s toys, whether it be He-Man, G.I. Joe, Transformers, Ghostbusters, Godzilla is a personal favorite of mine, Japanese, Sofubi, all kinds of robots, die-cast metal, things like that, up to modern stuff, like literally stuff that's not even technically out yet. Like, I don't know what it is about this plastic that just has my attention. I'm so ADD, I'm crazy, as you can tell by watching this video. I go all over the place. This energy is real, people. I'm truly like this all the time. But it's kind of because of toys. This really harkens back to my childhood and just makes me feel young again in a weird way, right? It's really cool, but I've talked to a lot of people and they feel that same kind of energy from these things. I think that's really awesome. What do you think? Alright guys, so that was episode 1. Done. Wilhelm's Take. Here we are. So hopefully you like and comment and subscribe and eventually do all of that stuff, right? I'm not a big proponent of asking anyone to do any of that. Just if you like what I'm doing, let me know. And if you see me at Jaden's Toys or just out and about at Target or anywhere, just feel free to come talk to me. Let's talk toys, man, because it's truly what I'm about. It's my lifestyle, and like I said before, I'm enamored in this world. So I look forward to meeting more of you guys and talking to you and exploring this crazy thing that we do. So stay tuned for more awesomeness, and thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.